Welcome everyone. Hello, hello, hello. I'm saying hello from Austin, Texas to everyone. Great to see 29 people here this evening. My name is Sia. I just see my lightning is not perfect. I hope you can see me all right. And as things go in our meditation classes, this is a very spontaneous program once again, because spontaneity is one of the greatest qualities in our meditation because we are completely in the now and we make it up in the moment and we're inspired. And I literally just thought a few minutes running up to the program, I was thinking we put the attention on the heart. And then I thought, you know what, with these new music evenings now introduced in Meditate Anytime, maybe I should tell you a little bit more about music. And you have all these other sessions available to learn more about the chakras, the energy centers, about the meditation, about Sri Mataji, the founder of Sahaja Yoga. You can learn in all these sessions. We have morning sessions, lunchtime sessions, and now this week, evening sessions with live musicians. So let me take this slot tonight to give you a little bit of a crossover of Indian music and Western music, how they meet and what it means in meditation. And why do we use music for meditation? I think why we use music in meditation is probably the most obvious of all. It is just a medium that bypasses our thinking process. It is just going straight in our heart. It affects us on all our energy centers directly rather than us engaging in a mental process. So this is the first thing, which also leads to the question what music to pick. Can any music work to meditate? And you will find out not everything works. It's maybe a little bit of an individual choice of what you pick to meditate to, but generally we aim for things that calm us down, that give us balance. And I want to tell you a couple of little interesting secrets about open secrets about Indian music, but also about Western music and how they meet. So I have been making music since I'm 7 years old. I learned the violin, the piano, and I'm classically trained. I come from Austria originally, so that means I was classically trained. I played orchestra. Later on in uni, when I studied music, I played band. I started singing jazz and all sorts of things. So I have a little bit of background in classical music as well as in jazz and pop music. And the music you just heard in the beginning is actually one of my tracks. So in the recent years now, with COVID happening, I had to become creative because there was no one to make music with. So I started using all sorts of background noise sounds. So you will hear usually a lot of river and ocean and wind and birds and crickets, because I just think nature sounds are just awesome. They're just the best accompaniment. And they're not an accompaniment. For me, it feels like an artist would paint on a white canvas. For me, it feels like there's already something there. I'm already setting the stage with a couple of props, and that is the nature. I'm already right there, and it goes both ways. Some of you may have heard it before. If I hear something, it inspires me. It gives me, especially tanpura sounds. Now, a tanpura is an Indian instrument which plays basically the interval of a fifth. A fifth means the base note of the scale and 5 notes higher. And think of it like a fundament. This fundament is your basis. You will always find your tone again. You know if you're in tune or if you're out of tune. It is this constant sound. It keeps swinging while you sing, and it is also what fills the break. Whenever there is a rest, whenever there's silence, that it fills the silence. So it's almost like this continuous flow of vibrations that's just there, and then inspired by all the overtones, or we say harmonics, that are actually embedded in this fifth, we get ideas for melodies, for tunes. I think Sujata was on yesterday and she must have sung, I missed it, but she must have sung awesome Indian music. Now, for many of us, including me, Indian music was very new, and I didn't really understand what I was listening to. I couldn't follow the melodies. From my perspective now, Indian music is melody based. It is, you have this constant fifth. We're not thinking in harmonies, we're thinking in melody. And there is a zillion things you can do with the melody, how you develop it and how you introduce every note. And it follows strict rules. There's strict rules in what we call a raga. And a raga, and let me just quickly, I have to share this with you today. I hope you don't mind me using this time to share this with you. We have in a raga 7 notes. Now you may know how we have 7 energy centers. You've heard it in other classes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 up our spine. And each of these 7 energy centers correlates to a musical note. How we have the C, D, E, F, G, A, B as fixed notes. We have in the Indian music Sa, Re, Ga, Ma, Pa, Dha, Ni. Now, these are flexible notes. That means I can start my Sa, Re, Ga, Ma, Pa tune on any key, fixed key, like on a C. A C is a fixed frequency. I can start it on the E, I can start it on the D, but it's like a pattern. I build it up. And the pattern is basically the Sa, Re, Ga, Ma, Pa, Dha, Ni, Sa is basically built on the major scale. The major scale is Sa, Re, Ga, Ma, Pa, Dha, Ni, Sa in their pure form. Now, if I'm moving one of these, I can move all of them except the Sa and the Pa. And that's already quite interesting, isn't it? Because here's our fifth. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The Sa and the Pa are absolute. You cannot change them. So they are there. So if you, all the others you can change. You can change the Re lower because there's a sound in between, the Ga lower and the Ma higher. And then the Pa is fixed. You can change the Dha lower and the Ni lower. And now we covered all the half steps. And I'm inviting you all, for those who want to go a little bit deeper into this, especially with the music theory, at the end in the Q&A, we can have a little bit of a chat about this. But this is just where I'm going to touch it very briefly, that the Sa, Re, Ga scale is related to our chakras. And that means singing even this syllable, Sa, Re, has an effect on the chakra. The word itself, this little word, this syllable, actually makes you, the Kundalini energy work on this energy center, and it opens it up. So the more I sing about it, the more these energies, you could say, get awakened, right? So that way we found it very interesting as Western musicians to learn Indian music, because we realized this is so deep, this is so connected, and we can feel it in our meditation. I'm going to do a little Sa, Re, Ga singing with you today. Maybe we can start the session like that. Let's start the session by actually finding a quiet place. So don't run around with your iPads. I'm saying this because I do that too. So let's not do that. Let's sit down. Let's take this time that we have here with all seriousness as something that we want to profit from. We want to feel something. So we need to give ourselves the space and the time and say, okay, the next 30 minutes, that's for me. That's for me to really feel something, to experience something. So let's sit down on the ground or on a chair. If you sit on the ground, you can sit with your feet across. That's totally fine. Take your shoes off. Let's take our shoes off. I know it's cold. And let's get this connection to Mother Earth. Let's bring our hands on our lap. Bring our hands on our lap. Just like little shells, like bowls that are open to receive. Because what happens is when we meditate, we connect to our power inside, to this energy, this Kundalini. But at the same time, we receive vibrations. which is nothing else than divine love, really, on our hands. We receive it, and we can spread it with our hand all over our body where it's needed. So right now, let's just keep our hands open. And with our attention on Mother Earth, let's just sing 3 times long. Sa, like this. You can sing along with me. And we have our attention on the energy center at the bottom of our spine, the Muladhara chakra. Sa. The Muladhara chakra is connected to the qualities of innocence and purity. So by singing Sa, we want to awaken all these beautiful qualities of innocence and purity. Now let's place our right hand, the left hand stays open, we place our right hand on the bottom of our abdomen on the left hand side. And here we sing Re 3 times. Re. Re. This center is connected to the qualities of creativity, but also the pure knowledge. So we can ask at this point, Mother Kundalini, please awaken the qualities of pure knowledge within me. Now let's move our hand to our belly button, maybe a little bit on the left hand side, or even you can hold it in the center of on your belly button. And this Nabi chakra is connected to peace, to so many things. One of them is peace and satisfaction and feeling balanced. We all know this is really the center of our body, isn't it? That's why we are balanced, we are satisfied, fulfilled, but from inside. So we sing the syllable Ga. 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 there is so many languages in which we say mother as ma. I find very interesting. So let's put our hand on a heart, maybe on the left hand side on a heart, and we sing ma, because this is the seat of the spirit, and this is also, our session is dedicated to our heart today, to the seat of our spirit, our true identity. And we can sing 3 times ma. Ma. Mother Kundalini, please open my heart. Please fill my heart with vibrations, with this divine love, so that it's bursting full, and I can give and give and give and receive even more. Mother Kundalini, make me fearless. We can put a hand in the center heart. Make me fearless and strong, full of humble self-confidence. Remove any self-doubt, because I am your child. I am the child of the Spirit. I should not feel bad or guilty about myself. So that's why we place our right hand in the corner between the shoulder and the neck, and we turn on the left hand side, and we turn the head to the right. Now this is the Pa, the unchangeable Pa, the 5th energy center. And here at this point we say, Mother Kundalini, I am not guilty at all. And say it if you want to say it loud. Say it with confidence, or just say it really strongly with confidence in your heart. I am not guilty at all. I am not guilty. Guilt is a myth. I am not guilty. And we sing Pa. Pa. We can give this center a little bit of vibrations with our right hand. Mother Kundalini, let me speak sweetly. Let me express myself so sweetly. Give me diplomacy. So let's place our right hand on our forehead, the 6th energy center, the Dha. And the way to open this center is to forgive. Mother, I forgive everybody, also myself. We can sing Dha. We sing it twice, once for the ego, once for the superego. Dha. Dha. And now let's place our hand, the open hand, on top of our Sahasrara, we call it. This is the crown chakra. This is where we get connected with this all-pervading power. So we press hard and we sing 3 times, Ni. Ni. And to complete this journey, I invite you all to use your right hand and scoop up from the bottom of your spine a couple of times to support this journey of the Kundalini upwards. And we sing a high Sa. Let's do it once. Sa. And see if you feel vibrations, a cool breeze come out of your head. And I want you to keep your attention right up there, even if you place your hand back on your lap. But keep your attention in complete thoughtlessness on top of your head whilst I play a little bit of flute for you. There will be some images, and you're welcome to look at the images, or you just close your eyes and completely wash away any sort of blockages, any sort of negativities, and just enjoy this blissful state of thoughtless awareness. So let us put our hand on our heart. We want to connect completely to the deepest, deepest identity, who we truly are. We don't want to identify with our body, with our looks, with the hair, with the makeup, I don't know what it is, with our skin color, with our ancestry, with our past. And we don't want to identify with our mind, with our thinking process, with all the things we've learned and our conditionings, what we think is the reality. We want to know the truth, and that's why we're all here. That's why we all spend an hour in the night, is to go deep and really understand who we are in our essence, in our true existence. So there is a song I'd like to play for you, which is again improvised, but this song is on a rag called Rag Bhairav. And Bhairav is connected to the heart. So I want you to put full attention on your heart. You don't have to have the hand on the heart the whole time, but when you feel like it. Again, this is your individual journey. And also an interesting fact is that the heart chakra is actually, as we have all the chakras on top of our head as well, on top of our head. So the heart chakra is the crown chakra, is connected to our Sahasrara. So that's how important it is. And Sri Mataji said in many, many speeches that we can survive without a lot of organs, but not without the heart. We cannot survive without the heart. So let's put our attention on the heart and enjoy Rag Bhairav. And forgive me any mistakes that I do, because I'm not an indie musician. I'll make my own version, the freedom of artistry. And you can keep your eyes closed or enjoy this beautiful footage that was kindly sent to me by Peter from Czech Republic, who is also meditating since a long time, and he's making these fabulous drone shots. And his daughter is sitting there. You may find her in the video meditating. So it's very, very sweet and sweet video. So if you want, just enjoy this beautiful drone footage of, I think, a place in Czech Republic. Ah spirit am I. I'm neither thoughts nor these emotions. The spirit am I, the pure spirit am I am pure bliss and awareness. The spirit am I, the spirit am I. Sakshat Shri Adi Shakti Mataji Shri Nirmala Devi Namo Namaha Namo Namaha Namo So we can open our eyes and let us feel again. Let's scoop up this energy again up our central channel and see maybe if the music and the meditation has had an effect on my vibrations. Let's see, it's an experiment. Let's scoop up and see, what do I feel? And try both the hands. Try both the hands, the right and the left, over our head. And keep your attention all the way. And you can go higher and higher if you want to. And see how high to go where it really gets cool. And cool means, cool vibrations means a lot of great energy. And if it's warm, that it means something unwanted is being pushed out. And that's a good sign too. But eventually it should become cool, right? So we can help you work on that it gets cooler and cooler. And you feel more and more connected to yourself. So the cool vibrations, they're like a gift, and this kundalini that is rising inside of us every single time we take the time to meditate and sit down, she works on all these energy centers and she nourishes them. So we need to do that work. We need to take the time. We need to dedicate ourselves to this and really say, I'm going to take 15 minutes in the morning and meditate. Even if I don't understand much, that doesn't matter. At least I sit down, I close my eyes, I open my hands, and I bring my attention on top of my head. I scoop up this kundalini and just see if I can stay in this stillness, in this silence, in this peace. And you may notice that if you do this for a good amount of time, a couple of days, a couple of weeks, that you'll go into the day so much stronger and with such an open heart and so much compassion and so much patience, that and with a great amount of witness power, that things around you that are happening may really bring you out of balance, barely, like compared to how it was before. So it's an experiment. So I'm at the end of my session, and I think we can cut the live stream. And thank you so much for being here. Look into the chat. This is me, Sia, from Texas. And for the Q&A, we go